everyone, myself is Avinash, Assistant Professor, Department of Civil Engineering, PSCE, Mandya. Today we are going to briefing about the demonstration, that is unconfined compression test. The main aim of the experiment is to determine the unconfined compression strength of a soil and also to determine the shear strength parameter, that is C and phi. This method is conducted as per IS 2720-1991 Part 10. The apparatus used in these testings are UCC testing machine, that is unconfined compression testing machine, UCC mold, porcelain dish, spatula, weighing balance. Coming to the theory, the soil is very good in compression but it's a weak in shear. When there is a adequate confinement around the soil, soil carries a good compressive load. But when we not provide a confinement around the soil carry very less compressive load. Here in this test, the soil, around the soil specimen, there is no confinement. We are not providing the confinement around the soil. Coming to the specimen, here we are taking the soil specimen having the height h is equal to 7.8 centimeter and d is equal to 3.8 centimeter. We are taking the soil specimen. Here you consider this as a soil specimen as a soil element. In this soil element, sigma 1 is the major principal stress which is acting in a vertical direction, and sigma 3 which is equal to sigma 2 which is acting in a horizontal direction, that is x and z direction. Here sigma 3 is equal to 0 because of there is no lateral confinement around the soil. We are not providing lateral confinement around the soil. Here sigma 1 we call it as a major principal stress, also called as a axial stress. When a compressive load applied on the specimen, the soil specimen takes some amount of load, and when it reaches the limit of equilibrium, the soil specimen get failed. These failure planes makes an angle alpha with respect to horizontal, where alpha equals 45 plus phi by 2, where phi is angle of internal friction. Finally, we have to plot the shear stress versus normal stress graph. In this figure, the y-axis indicates the shear stress and x-axis indicate the normal stress. Here, sigma 3 is equal to 0 and sigma 1 is the maximum axial stress. Finally, we have to find out the unconfined compressive strength of a soil, which is equal to sigma 1 by 2. It is in kg per centimeter square. This is unconfined compression testing machine. Here the proving ring about 2 kN which is attached to the loading frame. Here the specimen is placed centrally above the base plate and the displacement is measured using the dial gauge. This is unconfined compression testing mode. This is sample extractor. This is porcelain dish. This is spatula or knife. Here this is weighing balance. Initially we have to prepare the soil specimen. For that purpose we have to take the soil that is passive from 425 micron sieve. Here the dry weight of the soil is taken by knowing the maximum dry density and optimum moisture content. Here we have taken the dry soil sample which is passing from 425 micron, about 150 grams of soil sample. Add optimum moisture content and mix roughly. Now rotate the UCC mold and close the bottom. Next, transfer the wet soil sample inside the mold. Completely fill the wet soil sample inside the mold. Next, you close the mold by placing the top knob. Now place the UCC mold in this apparatus and press thoroughly. Now remove the top and bottom knob and use the sample extractor to extract the sample. Just by pushing the sample extractor, the specimen is prepared. Now the specimen is ready for the testing. Take the specimen and place centrally above the base plate. Make the loading frame adjustment so the top of the specimen should be touched to the bearing plate. Now adjust the proving ring dial gauge to make 0 and dial gauge also 0. Here the strain rate is constant, that is 1.25 mm per minute. Now start the experiment by pressing this button. Now we have to take the displacement for every 50 divisions. For every 50 divisions 0.5 mm displacement. For every 50 division simultaneously we have to take the proving ring reading. Experiment is continued till the proving ring needle get reflect back. That indicates the failure of the specimen, that gives the maximum axial load.